Alright guys, while I have your attention, just real quick, I have a poll going up on my YouTube right now that is just basically asking what kind of videos you guys like to see. Now I know what kind of videos that I generally am going to make and want to make, but you know, depending on what you guys say in the poll, I might maybe change how I like look at things. But no, we'll see. But your vote definitely matters, so be sure to vote, guys. Anyways, back to the video. Hey guys, it's Bedlam, and we are back with yet another ranked video. I won't lie, it's been a while. It's been kind of a hot minute. I think the last time I made a video like this was almost a month ago at this point. It's been a long time, but you know, regardless, we're back. For this video, I wanted to put a special spotlight on a few brawlers that I think are just good everywhere. A lot of people are always saying things like, oh, I don't have enough brawlers to play ranked. I'm being held back by my lack of brawlers, and I think that's fair. A lot of people do struggle to have enough power 11 brawlers. I mean, you can't, not everyone can just have like a maxed account like I do and have everything power 11. So yeah, I figured we could do just like a little video on brawlers that you can play in literally almost every map and mode, every situation, into almost everything. They are relatively uncounterable, but they're not necessarily broken, which we'll talk about. So yeah, let's just jump right into it with the first brawler. Alright guys, so we're on Flaring Phoenix on Super Bushy. It feels weird to say that again. It's been so long. I have not played ranked in a... Guys, this is crazy. So the first brawler that I wanted to highlight here is probably going to be Jean. Now, Jean is already very good on this map in general, and also it's Super Bushy, which does kind of favor him a lot. But the reason why I'm highlighting Jean is just because Jean, I think, is very good in most cases into almost everything, and doesn't really get countered that much by anything. Like if you ever think like what are you gonna counter Jean with? You know, like on open maps, snipers will probably out DPS him for sure, but he has the range to hold his own kind of. And on those more closed maps, like yeah, tanks, you know, he doesn't have the most DPS, but he does have that knockback gadget, and he can do a surprisingly good, okay amount of damage. Like, he can hold his own a little bit into tanks, which it's not great though, obviously. I mean, ideally you have other picks, but you know, you can't. There's no brawler that'll just do perfectly well into almost everything that isn't broken. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's just take the Jean here. And on this map, we're going into a Buzz. Now, it is Super Bushy. I don't know why they have Thrower. Like, a Sprout is a crazy pick. Ricardo, YouTube, putting out a bad example for your fans. But I think we're gonna probably go the Lamp Blowout just for the Buzz, and you always do have to go the Vision Gear. That's just mandatory. I don't know about the Pull Length Star Power or the Heal. I mean, they have Buzz Kit. I don't know if we're gonna win this one, but and we'll see. Yeah, like what are you really gonna counter Jean with? You know, like throwers do to have a good matchup into him until he gets a super, and then he can pull people through walls. Like, I think Jean is just very solid into most things. You know, mid-range he does okay too, and he's like a support too. So not only is he pretty much able to hold his own in general, but he can kind of buff up his teammates too, which is really nice. You're just healing up the Larry. Let's actually pinch this Buzz because he is way out of position. Oh, he got bailed out so hard by the cat there. I hope I don't feed him his super. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, perfectly timed. Did you see that shit, dude? I'm like the fucking god at timing, I guess. Not at Jean. I almost said I'm the god at Jean. No, okay, I pulled the wrong guy, but that's still okay. I meant to pull the Thrower, but you know what? Pulling the Buzz there still works out. And yeah, I know you guys might say that like, oh, Jean is a mythic brawler. Like, how am I gonna unlock these mythic brawlers? You pay to win player, disgusting Bedlam. How dare you YouTube me, you rich person? Like, okay, look. Jean is a mythic brawler, yeah, but he unlocks fairly early in the Star Road, so you can't lie to me and say that, oh, these mythic brawlers are so out of my reach. Like, no, come on. He's one of the first mythic brawlers you ever unlock, and you get a 50% discount. Don't even cap with me. Like, yeah, if you picked a different brawler, then you might be, you know, you might have to get him a little later, but he's still not that, like, out of your reach. Fuck, I could have, if I had my super there, I could have pulled that Buzz. So, okay, I'm not gonna pull that Buzz. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, Piper's landing some nice taps. That should be enough for us to just get the 2-tap on the Buzz too. Looks like the cat is not very happy. And yeah, just goes to show, guys. Look, even on a very on grassy maps too, Vision Gear Jean is so insane. And I haven't even talked about the Hypercharge, which is pretty solid too. It gets a lot of shit and hate. It's okay. It does make it easier to hit the Jean pull, like on at least one person. If you hit it on 2 people, that's obviously a throw. Oh, I just realized the rank differential. They're all like legendary players. I feel kind of bad. But yeah. You do just have to make sure that, Gene does have a little bit of a learning curve. You don't want to like run in. You're not like, you're not playing an aggro brawler, but it's just been. Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh my god. Okay, I kind of I shot a wall there. I wasted an ammo on that, which led to me dying. Unfortunate, but hopefully our Larry teammate can finish off that kill. Nice, very nice. Another thing too that I do want to highlight here with Gene is, a lot of people say like Gene is a high skill cap brawler because you have this pull that's hard to hit. It's kind of not that hard to hit if you guys know about the auto aim trick. So there's a certain range with Gene where if you auto aim it, they literally can't dodge your pull. It's fucking bullshit, and it takes one of the highest skill cap parts of his kit to takes into like something that is kind of just like botted. Like honestly, any average Gene can with this auto aim pull can just get a free Gene pull every time. It is really strong, and it's why I auto-aimed that Gene pull in the first round against that Buzz. I meant to go for the Sprout. It would have hit that Sprout at that range, by the way, guaranteed. It is undodgeable. I don't know what the exact range is on the Gene pull to hit it every time. Let me see if I can. I mean, I can't really show it in the training cave, and this is one of those things that you're just going to have to practice, to be honest. Let me see if I can. Like, I would say, I'm kind of eyeballing it, obviously, but if you look at this range bot, I would say, like, around here, it's like if you auto aim, it's a pretty safe bet to hit the pull. I'm gonna be honest. Like it's pretty much, it's pretty much almost guaranteed. You might have some cases where you'll miss it, but like more or less at that mid range, it will almost always hit. Gene is very, very solid and pretty easy to play once you get used to like hitting that auto aim pull. Now, obviously, if you want to hit a max range pull, that's like a different story. But you know what? Gene, as a brawler that you can go everywhere, very solid choice. You can probably one-trick him to Masters if you really want to. Anyways, let's jump into the next brawler. Oh my god, we're on Momentum. Dude, I fucking hate this modifier so much. Okay, guys, Momentum is definitely one of my least favorite modifiers ever. Ever. This modifier fucking sucks. Do I ban Gale or do I ban Surge? That's the question. I mean, we're gonna face a lot of tanks in this game mode. Probably, and a lot of tank counters. I don't know, I'll just ban Surge. Chester is open. Fuck. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, Chester is gonna get an honorable mention just because he is also a very, very versatile brawler. Just so good everywhere, but he's a legendary, so I don't know how easy it is to get him or unlock him. I don't know how many of you even have him unlocked, but Chester is another brawler that is just really good everywhere. So definitely keep him in mind. I think the brawler that we're gonna showcase Carl. Now, Carl is a brawler that is very general and very good everywhere. The nice thing about Carl is that even though he is very good everywhere, he still has a very specific niche, which is the counter. Fuck, they took Chester? Dude, I think this game is over. Do I even go Carl to showcase this shit? Whatever. He doesn't suffer for the same fate as Janet does, where Janet is also a very general brawler, but she's like dog shit at like everything else. Like she's just mediocre at everything. She doesn't excel at any particular role, whereas Carl at least has some strengths in being able to deal a lot of damage at range and has a lot of HP and has a high mobility gadget. Like he's just very solid and has a niche. Carl, you can use him to like counter snipers and throwers on like bounty and knockout and stuff. But he does get countered by Daryl and like knockback brawlers like Surge, because they can kind of interrupt his super and deal a lot of damage and kind of roll on him. And Carl can't really do anything on people who can just like dive him and like knock him back in the process and deal like a shit ton of damage. Ooh, just did not mean to pull that up. So that is one thing to like keep in mind. But like look at this damage. Like he's very, very solid. Ult is a little scarier on Momentum than I thought. God damn. Okay, the Rico is also like gonna be kind of a threat, just because it is Rico on a map with this many walls. But I think if my teammates can hold it down, please hold it down, my teammates, please. Oh no! Okay, whew, we can score. There we go. And I didn't even use my gadget. I realized this heat ejector gadget is also very good on more passive, well, not passive, but on game modes like these, like this, where you're not using him to counter snipers, you can switch your gadget and your star power. Holy shit! Okay, our Sandy just got a crazy stun goal there. But anyways, you can kind of switch your gadgets and your loadout around to get a bigger boost on your damage, because I think this Heat Ejector gadget gives you like an extra 3,000 damage on your attack. It's kind of insane. And it's over time too, so they can't heal during that whole time, which is really, really annoying for them. Oh, very nice. Our Sandy's popping off, low-key. I mean, I'm not even using this gadget, and I'm still, like, dealing a shit ton of damage. Like, 1,400, I think? Oh, no! Like, more than 1,400 damage per shot, per tick of damage, at range, too, it's pretty threatening. Let's heal up here. I like to... No! That hits me! Fuck me! I could have supered to, like, get out of the way a little faster. But that Chester does still die to the Sandy super damage, which is just kind of crazy. This super, I don't think I'm ever actually going to use it for, like, to, like, do damage on someone. Just because fuck me. Are you serious? Dude, Rico is so strong. This super I'm never actually going to use to, like, deal damage on someone, so I might as well just use it for mobility, to be honest. But, oh, let's go. No, I don't want to get my ankles broken, please. Oh, thank you. Thank you, teammates. Regale is low-key a star player here. Another brawler too, actually, on the enemy team, Rico is also very solid everywhere. I will also... Let's just super to try to get some mobility. Oh my god, he did it to them again! Dude, how many times is this Sandy gonna do it to them? What the hell? That's insane. I think this Rico is just gonna die to my shots here. Yeah, like Carl can basically two-shot Rico, right? Like, that's insane. That's such a good amount of damage. Let's pass this up. And there we go, free goal. And there you go. See, even on a map like this where you would expect Carl to not do that great, like, on the mid-range, he does a surprisingly good job. This is a surprisingly really good job. Carl, you can go a lot of different cases, a lot of different scenarios, and he actually does have a role, unlike other generalist brawlers like Janet. So definitely highlight Carl. This brawler, you can go pretty much everywhere. But make sure you ban knockback brawlers like Surge and Daryl. And probably Gale and Chester. Ban all those. Use all 4 of your bans that you have on those 4 brawlers, and you'll be good. Alright guys, we're on a hot potato. Now, this does feel a little bit like cheating, because the next brawler that I'm going to take is Sam. Now, I am biased towards Sam, I'm going to be honest. I'm pretty biased towards Sam. I really do enjoy playing Sam. But Sam is genuinely quite good into almost everything. And he has his hard counters for sure. Like this game, I think I should probably ban Colette if I can find her. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Like, you know, there are obviously he's a tank, so any tank counters will like completely fuck his shit up. But he's a very sneaky last pick in a lot of cases, and even a good late pick in a lot of cases too. He's a tank, so he's good on hot zone. He actually surprisingly does decent on heist, especially hot potato. I think he can shred the save pretty solid. He does good into throwers, low key. He does okay. He does get fucked by Rico. I'm realizing that as I say it. I've heard that I should have banned Rico. What am I doing? He does get fucked by Rico. He has his good and bad matchups, but for the most part, you can a good Sam can get away with playing him almost everywhere. And that's what is important, you know? If you're good enough, you can get away with playing him almost everywhere. Now, because I say if you're good enough, I will point out that Sam is a somewhat high skill cap brawler. And so you can't, guys, if you're like mythic or below, might be difficult to pick up the Sam. Might be difficult. But if you can practice his combos, if you can practice, positioning, if you can practice, literally everything about the game, he'll be pretty good. I will say also that you do need his healing star power for him to be even playable. So if you don't have him at power 9 at least, don't even consider touching this brawler. But I've literally gone, I think there was a video I made where I literally one-tricked Sam to Masters for like a whole season. I played only Sam on another account, and I hit Masters pretty comfortably. Like, I literally went on a 90% win rate to hit the Masters too. So this is definitely a brawler you can go like almost everywhere, and you'll see too, like in this game, I think this enemy Brock is gonna literally never be able to even touch me. Or like he won't be able to kill me at all, because I just heal more than he can DPS me down. The only issue is this Rico is not one of those brawlers. Like, he can definitely fuck me here, which is very scary. Let's kill this Jesse behind us here. And hopefully our Crow can clean up on the nice kill on the Rico. Sam is another thing too, is that even though Sam is so like... Okay, I'll just throw my gloves. I'm with the Jesse? Oh, that's a fucking toss if I've ever seen one. Oh, can I survive this? No, I can't. Fuck, I fucked up. Even though Sam is like, you know, you don't think of him as like a really high DPS target, he actually does do a surprisingly good amount of damage. Especially on the high safe. He can shred that shit with a good combo. The combo, by the way, that I'm talking about is you want to do like a 1-2 punch and then press your gloves as soon as the second punch comes out. It's like a little bit of an animation cancel, although not really. I hesitate to really call it a proper animation cancel, but the combo will do like a shit ton of damage. I didn't even get to show it off this game just because my teammates basically did most of the heavy lifting here. They picked Brock. I mean, this game was already over as soon as they picked one of the worst brawlers in the game. But yeah, Sam, very, very solid and very rewarding too if you can learn to play him well. Oh, what the hell? Okay, the Brock got a really luckily timed wall break on me there. It's kind of unlucky. Let's just... The gadget too is very low-key underrated. Like, as you saw there, I pressed it. I didn't even necessarily do any... Like, you might look at a gadget that I used there on the Rico and be like, well, you just wasted it. Actually, because when people are pulled like that to the gadget, they can't move or attack. And because they couldn't attack during the duration of my gadget, the Rico couldn't shoot me as I was walking up to pick my glove. So it was kind of... This gadget is also a very versatile part of his kit, where you can use it to, like, interrupt people's supers. You can use it to take space. You can use it to pull people back to get kills on them. Like here, I'm going to pull this Rico back, and he's going to die, just like that. This gadget is actually very low-key underrated. This turret is very annoying. Oh, okay. So it looks like the damage combo... So each gloved hit does 1600 damage, and the gloves themselves will do, like, quite a bit of damage too. It ranges depending on whether or not you have the damage gear active, but there, I think looks like base does 2800. So what is that? 3200 plus 2800 is 5000 damage glove combo with a 1-2 punch glove. Like dude, I actually pulled the Brock there is crazy. Like right there, boom. And you can even, if you're like short on time too, you can just get one punch off, just because it does take some time for the 2 punches to come out. You just get one punch out and then glove, like that's still 1600 plus 2800 is still quite a bit of damage. Oh my god, look at that. 3200 damage with the damage gear. We're actually... Safe is taking a lot of damage. I did not realize that. Don't want to feed. Ooh, okay, bad gloves. One thing is that you don't want to just throw your gloves out the same like the way I did. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. Okay, if the Brock lands 2 shots, I think we just lose. We're very close to just losing this game. Let's see if we can pull this W out. No, Crow Hypercharge, you have to do that a little later. Oh my god, okay, there we go. And that's the free win. I was not sweating during that game for even a moment. And as you can see from the stats, Sam is cooking on a lot of different situations. Brock wasn't even the worst player on their team, Jesus. But yeah, that's the Masters, yet again. Feels a little bit of like deja vu, playing Sam to Masters after so many months. But yeah, some honorable mentions I will also point out. Chester, also a very solid brawler you can play almost everywhere. I'm not picking him as one of the brawlers for this video I mean, he is really good everywhere. It's just on range maps he's not so good. Whereas, you know, Sam, Carl, Jean, you can play them at pretty much any range map you want. And Chester also, the big issue with him is he's a legendary. So I don't even know how likely it is that you're gonna have him unlocked, but he is very, very solid. He's a lot easier to play than the 3 brawlers I mentioned in this video. Like, that's another thing too with these brawlers you can play anywhere. Because they are kind of a high skill cap, you need to like practice them a lot. Like, yeah, you can play them anywhere, but the people who play them anywhere generally play them everywhere because that's the only brawler they play, so they obviously are very good with that brawler because that's the only brawler they play. But if you do struggle with getting enough power points and gold to upgrade every brawler to have like a roster of brawlers, like I usually say, you want to have at least, you know, 1 tank counter, 1 thrower, 1 sniper, 1 damage dealer that you're comfortable playing with. If you don't have, if you like either don't have all of those variety of brawlers, it's gonna be really a good idea to just like have a filler brawler that can play you can kind of use to fill in those gaps where you don't have a brawler to take for that scenario. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. As a quick little life update, after I posted, you know, that most recent video about those power-ups, I went on a little trip actually to see my sister in San Francisco, so that was really fun. I didn't capture any footage of it because I'm a dumbass, but it was a really good time. Got to see the sights, try some Mexican food. Apparently it's all just Hispanic food over there, I had no idea. And then I got back and I had the worst diarrhea of my life. I was straight up shitting water every 30 minutes for like 8 hours that day. It was actually so bad. And so it actually took me like 3 days, 4 days to recover. That was like brutal. And during that time, I was like writing and stuff and like, you know, working on my draft part 2 that I recently posted, and recording and editing and all that. It actually took me like almost 70 hours. So that was basically what I was doing for the entire next week. So that's why I didn't post for like 2 weeks. I went on a trip, got really sick. Editing that video unironically took me like a week of just pure working on it and nothing else. So, yeah, the reason why I'm kind of curious where you guys are at in terms of what kind of videos you want to see, because I'm realizing that making those heavily scripted, heavily edited videos is gonna take me like probably a week's worth of just me working on just that alone. Which I don't know if you guys would rather see, like, because in that same week, right, if I upload every other day, I could probably upload at least like 3 commentary videos like this that are kind of more chill. So I'm not really sure where you guys are at on that in terms of which you would prefer to see. Now I could mix it up and like have commentary style videos and like highly edited videos and mix between every now and then. I still am not sure if how I'm gonna be able to juggle doing that with the commentary videos and also streaming. I mean, we'll see. If I have to, I might even have to drop streaming for like, you know, a week at a time and just work on whatever big projects I'm working on. But yeah, I am just curious what you guys think about this little dilemma I have. So be sure to vote if you want your voices heard. I'm gonna see if I can try and upload every other day for the next month, and I'll try to maybe put the big edited projects like kind of on the side, working on it in the background. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. This is gonna be like the first time I'm kind of scared to commit to this because I feel like if I don't, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It might go great. It might go horribly. But no matter what happens, I'm gonna try to at least upload a video every other day for the next month. Yeah, if I don't keep to my word, I'll do a face reveal or something. I don't know. Oh my god, oh fuck. Wait, I really have to keep my word then. Oh shit, I'm like scared now. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna try to stream more often too. So yeah. If you made it this far into the video, I love your socks. They're absolutely fabulous. Keep it fresh. Take care, y'all. I love you. Goodbye. Oh yeah, and I pushed Kenji to like rank 31 too, just like in like 3 hours when he came out. He's pretty broken. See you in 2 days.